then he fed and he was just 14.
Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. Mom and Dad and Ricky always giving.
3, 2, 1.
Memories bring me back to life. Living in the lights that'll fall. It flies.
I am using this on the Christian Whitehead version, the Superior. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a nostalgic journey back to 1991 to revisit a classic that not only defined a generation, but also set the standard for platformers, Sonic the Hedgehog. This game was a major milestone in gaming history and helped establish Sega as a formidable competitor in the console market. So let's dive into what makes Sonic the Hedgehog a timeless classic. Released in 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog introduced gamers to the blue blur. Developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega, this game was designed to showcase the capabilities of the Sega Genesis while creating a character that could become an iconic mascot in history. With its fast-paced gameplay, innovative design, and memorable music, it became an instant hit. The gameplay of Sonic the Hedgehog is one of its most defining features. At its core, it's a 2D side-scrolling platformer, but it's the execution that makes it stand out. The game revolves around Sonic, a hedgehog with the incredible ability to break the sound of speed. One of the most notable aspects of the game is its level design. Each level is crafted with a mix of fast-paced action and careful platforming. Levels like Green Hill Zone, with its iconic loops and vibrant colors, set the tone for the game's emphasis on speed and momentum. Sonic's speed allows him to zip through levels, but the game balances it well with well-placed obstacles. Some of them can be a little bit of a bitch though. The game's controls are simple yet effective. You have Sonic's basic movement, jump, and spin attack. The spin dash, introduced in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, is a key mechanic that made its return to Sonic 1 in remasters and ports. The boss battles are another highlight. They are pretty straightforward, but require you to understand the patterns of Dr. Robotnik. Each encounter is to test both speed and precision, fitting well with the game's overall design. And when it comes to graphics, Sonic the Hedgehog was revolutionary for its time. The Sega Genesis' hardware was pushed to its limits to create vivid and colorful environments. The character designs are iconic, with Sonic's red shoes and distinctive blue spikes, immediately recognizable. The level backgrounds are rich in detail, with each zone offering a unique visual style that adds to the game's charm. The soundtrack is one of the standout elements of the game. Composed by Masato Nakamura, the music is upbeat and catchy and perfectly timed, complementing the fast-paced gameplay. Tracks like Green Hill Zone and Starlight Zone are not just memorable, but have become synonymous with Sonic's identity. The music helps set the tone and pace of the game, making each level feel alive and dynamic. Sonic the Hedgehog strikes a balance in difficulty. The early levels are accessible, which helps newcomers get accustomed to the gameplay and mechanics. As you progress, the levels and challenges increase and get more complicated and complex. With this progression becomes tougher enemies and tougher bosses. The game is always engaging and will become overwhelming eventually. Replayability is built into the game with hidden areas, collectible rings, and the Chaos Emeralds. Finding all the Chaos Emeralds and completing the special stages adds an extra layer of challenge and encourages players to revisit the game and uncover all of its secrets. Additionally, the speedrunning community has embraced Sonic the Hedgehog, demonstrating the depth and skill involved in mastering the game. The legacy and impact of Sonic the Hedgehog extends far beyond its initial release. It played a critical role in establishing Sega as a major player in the gaming industry, and became a defining title for the Sega Genesis. Sonic's popularity led to a series of sequels, spin-offs, TV shows, toys, and a lasting franchise that continues to influence gaming culture today. The game's design philosophy, embracing speed and momentum, has influenced countless platformers that followed. Sonic's character, with his rebellious attitude and distinctive design, became a gaming icon and a symbol of Sega's brand. To wrap things up, Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis is a landmark title that remains a classic for a reason. Its fast-paced gameplay, innovative design, and memorable music have solidified its place in gaming history. Whether you're a nostalgic fan or new to the series, Sonic the Hedgehog offers a thrilling experience that continues to entertain decades after its original release. I just want to take this time to say thank you for making it this far into the video. And I want to talk about what Sonic means to me. I grew up with this little blue rat, so I do have a bias against this franchise. I've been there through its ups and downs. There was a while where it was hard to say you were a Sonic fan without being looked at differently because of certain people in the community. And now that's not everyone. We got really cool Sonic fan games and YouTube channels. I'm glad to see that he is back in the light again with the Sonic movie that came out not too long ago, and the second one. So thanks for tuning into this review. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more nostalgic reviews. Share your thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog in the comments below. What's your favorite memory playing Sonic? See you next time. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, drop a like and subscribe and hit that bell icon. But with that, let's get right into this. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released in 1992 and is widely considered one of the best games on the Sega Genesis. Developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega, this game introduced many iconic elements to the series. One of the major additions in Sonic 2 is the introduction of Tails, Sonic's sidekick, who adds a new dynamic to the gameplay, and a second player for a little brother. The game features improved graphics, faster gameplay, and a more varied level design compared to the original Sonic on the Sega Genesis. The game has 11 zones, each with unique themes and challenges, from the bright and colorful Emerald Hill to the futuristic Metropolis Zone. Special stages are accessed by collecting 50 rings and jumping into the sparkles on a checkpoint. These stages are critical in collecting all the Chaos Emeralds and unlocking Super Sonic at the end of the game, and the true ending. The soundtrack, composed by the same Masato Nakamura, is one of the most memorable aspects of the game, with tracks like Chemical Plant Zone becoming a fan favorite. The sound effects, such as the iconic ring collection sound, add to the game's nostalgic value. Sonic 2 introduced the Spin Dash, a move that lets Sonic charge up and release for a burst of speed, which became a staple in future games. The two-player mode allowed for cooperative or competitive gameplay, adding to the game's replayability value. Upon its release, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was critically acclaimed and commercially successful, selling millions of copies worldwide. The game solidified Sonic's position as Sega's mascot and contributed to the 16-bit console wars of the early 90s. I remember playing this game for hours on end. This was the whole reason I made this channel, was to make this video on this specific game and a few of the later entries in the series on the 3D games. Originally, an unfinished secret zone, Hidden Palace Zone, was cut from the original release but had traces left over in the game's data. Curiously, Christian Whitehead remade the game in 2013 and added back Hidden Palace Zone in all of its former glory. Even today, Sonic 2 holds up as a classic, and its influence can be seen in many modern platformers today. And let me just talk about that final boss. Not having any rings going into that fucking sucks. What the hell is that? This isn't scripted, so you're gonna be catching some F-bombs and some uhs and some stuttering. But that final boss is just wild. I can't believe I did that on like my 5th try, which is crazy. It's crazy. So thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Till next time, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, drop a like and subscribe. Today we're diving into what many consider the ultimate Sonic experience, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The game combines two of the most iconic entries in the Sonic franchise into one epic adventure. Let's break down why Sonic 3 and Knuckles is still one of the greatest platformers of all time. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the complete version of what originally was intended to be one massive game. Due to time constraints and cartridge limitations, Sega decided to release it in 2 parts, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. By using revolutionary lock-on technology, you could connect the 2 cartridges, creating a seamless extended adventure with new features and content. This combination truly showcases the full version of what the developers had in mind. The story of Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of the most ambitious in the classic Sonic series. It picks up right where Sonic 2 left off, with Sonic and Tails pursuing Robotnik after his defeat. The game introduces us to Angel Island, a floating island that's home to the Master Emerald, a powerful gem that keeps the island afloat. This game also marks the first appearance of Knuckles the Echidna, the guardian of the Master Emerald. Misled by Robotnik into believing that Sonic is his enemy, Knuckles acts as an antagonist throughout the game, setting traps and attempting to thwart Sonic's projects. However, as the story unfolds, Knuckles eventually realizes the truth and teams up with Sonic to stop Robotnik from stealing the Master Emerald and launching the Death Egg into space. Sonic 3 and Knuckles expands on the gameplay mechanics introduced in Sonic 3. Each character, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, has unique abilities that affect how you approach each level. Sonic can use the elemental shields to his advantage, with the fire shield allowing him to perform a mid-air dash, the lightning shield granting him a double jump and ring attraction, and the bubble shield letting him breathe underwater and perform a bounce attack. Tails retains his ability to fly, making exploration easier and allowing him to reach areas Sonic and Knuckles can't. This makes Tails more ideal for players who want a more accessible experience. Knuckles can glide and climb walls, which completely changes the way that you navigate levels. His strength also allows him to break through certain barriers that Sonic and Tails can't, opening up entirely new paths and secrets exclusive to his playthrough. However, Knuckles' jump height is slightly lower, which adds a unique challenge to his gameplay. The level design of Sonic 3 and Knuckles is nothing short of brilliant. The zones are massive, offering multiple pathways, hidden areas, and secrets galore. The game seamlessly transitions from Sonic 3 to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, creating a cohesive journey across Angel Island. Some of the standout zones are Angel Island Zone, a lush tropical zone that kicks off the adventure, with a dramatic twist when Robotnik's forces set the island ablaze. Hydrocity Zone, a fan favorite This water-filled zone combines fast-paced action with tricky underwater segments, all set to one of the best soundtracks in the game. And last but not least, the Sky Sanctuary Zone, a beautiful cloud-filled level where Sonic battles Mecha Sonic and chases down the Death Egg. Sonic & Knuckles features 2 sets of special stages. The first set involves collecting the 7 Chaos Emeralds, similar to Sonic 3, Sonic 2, and 1. Once you've obtained all 7, you can unlock the Super Emeralds by revisiting the special stages. Collecting all of the Super Emeralds transforms Sonic into Hypersonic. Hypersonic can perform a devastating air dash that destroys all enemies on screen with a rainbow flash. Unlocking these forms not only makes your characters incredibly powerful, but also grants access to the game's true ending, making it worth the effort. The music in Sonic 3 and Knuckles is iconic, with some of the best tracks in the entire series. Each zone has its own unique theme, perfectly capturing the atmosphere and feel of the level. There's a lot of history and mystery surrounding the game's soundtrack, including rumors that Michael Jackson's involvement in composing some of the music led to a delay. Whether that's true or not, the soundtrack remains one of the most memorable aspects of the game, with tracks like Ice Cap Zone, Hydrocity Zone, and Sky Sanctuary Zone being fan favorites. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is often considered the principal of 2D Sonic games, for a good reason. Its expansive levels, deep gameplay, and iconic music make it a masterpiece of the platforming genre. With the ability to play as Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles with their unique abilities, adds tons of replayability value. And the combination of the 2 games into one epic adventure provides an experience that's unmatched in the series. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the franchise, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a must-play. It's a game that showcases everything that made classic Sonic so great and stands the test of time. Anyways, thanks for tuning into this deep dive into Sonic 3 and Knuckles. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye. You're still here? What are you doing here? Go watch some stupid videos on TikTok. Go rot your brain. What, you're expecting to see something for my next video? Well, what I can show you is this.